Yo, welcome watching 777. Today we got Biomutant. Today, I know today so we can experience the full view of this game is you. Let's check it out. Playing on the PS5. The game is on the PS4 as of now. So they come up with it's coming soon. Right now it's only out for the PS4 and I guess the Xbox. Even though you could play it on the PS5 and the Xbox One, which I am playing on the PS5. Like some little raccoon animals, martial arts, action, open world. I'm wearing a Streamlabs shirt too. And the cam on. I should be having the cam on, but I feel like it for today. I might do some face rig shit. Something. You know? Leash.
How can something as beautiful as this be dying? A plague is ruining the land, but the tree of life still stands. Question is, for how long? End is coming to the new world. The tribes stand divided, in need of someone strong enough to unite them, or bring them all down. This is a story with an unusual beginning. So, let's expect an unusual end. Welcome to Biomutant. Encode your DNA.
Okay. Ah. Prime was developed a hybrid gene mutation, making them nimble and dexterous at the cost of a lesser developed intellect. Dum Dum, Dum Dum is the least developed anthropomorphic breed, and that's what they call anthropomorphic breed, a hybrid offshoot compensate the lack of physical prowess, and even DNA string they can have physical genetic flip, flip, the flip directly linked to the power of key and telekinesis technology. Has gone in that direction. Pink. Okay, so yeah. Select. Pick. Peace. Peace. Power down. Go for high. Go high. To see more details.
Define your genetic structure.
Okay, this is like
Sure.
you can open up. Agile.
Choose a genetic resilience.
Key to biohazard.
Choose your first style.
Look.
Pick your main color. Choose your detail color.
Josh. Oh, yeah, I see. I see.
Pick a class.
God, that eye is tricky. Let's go. Who's chosen like this? I don't know. This
Commando.
I'm used to.
Psyfreak. Saboteur. Sentinel. Deadeye. Commando. Deadeye. Commander. Psyfreak. Saboteur. Sentinel. Deadeye. Deadeye chosen. Good choice.
I can just choose different.
Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun. We're already at a crossroads. Choosing a path in life is that fork in the road where you make a choice or simply stop living. But for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice. A reflection of your key, the primal energy that flows through everything.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the dark side of you, your inner voice to be precise, an echo of the balance and consequence of your actions as you move forward.
So glad you realize who you really are. Let's keep to the bright and better path moving on.
You can't contradict yourself like that. You made the right choice to begin with. Why would you change your mind?
Because you can't deny what's deep within your heart. Sometimes a thought is just a thought. In the end, it's the way you act that counts.
But remember, this is just the beginning of the end. Eventually, it'll be my way or the highway.
I guess that's what.
Right is always right.
That is right. Something up there.
Stories of death and the bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others.
Okay. Man eater's meat. Okay.
Do you remember the beast that shattered your family? Or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger. Better make a run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story.
Kaplu. Blow that shit up. Alright, Biomutant.
This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes. The predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the tree of life started to die. Now that's a flesh wound. That'll teach you. on a leash. The oil sludges everywhere. To most, it only means death, but some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways.
Let's try it. Okay. Yeah, I'm good. Thank you. Ah,
Wow, wow, wow.
oh, it grabbed me. Oh, the fuck. I'm just kicked in the face. Fuck. Give me a sec. Let's check. One. It ain't doing it. Shoot. That's it. Take that. Oh, you got me. Yes. Hey, I'm. Oh man, it's messing. Defeating enemies and completing quests will give you XP. Allows you to raise one of your attributes by turn. You also get 1 point that okay. See, that's pretty level up. Gotcha. Okay. Hold on, what is this? This look like coming parts of outfit. Okay, that's what that's telling me. 50. What's the star doing? I'm looking at all the stars. Okay. Bugged out. Do it. Okay, it might be some hidden door. It's locked.
Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight. Special one. That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy. Whoa! It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it. The Morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress, rods that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you.
What is that shit? Wow. Unbreakable hand. Kadang.
That's a good find.
Unbreakable hand, son. No.
Punch a bunch.
Yeah. Oh, I got blocked. Contain. Anytime I oh wow. That you just be going away so fast. Like, high. Jiggy. Let's see. Two button. That's what that button was. I was trying to press the button. It's bound to press the button. Add powers and shit. That's great. Camera next time. This side. Put it up top.
Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks travelled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind. Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind Just a few moves left. Make them count. There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and, without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right. But no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours. The sound of spark metal going pew pew is never a good thing. It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt. It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door. Just a few moves left. Make them count.
Just color matched it.
There you go. The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out. Lethal weapons. That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives. Small things for your big ideas.
Farfar ifrån Toka Kubu.
He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why.
Le Yayato Fabobe Mok Kofar.
He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's way overdue, but he hasn't given up.
E Boboko von Vunvun.
He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then, the night everything changed.
Mok Bebok Mopu Far Kobi.
There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see it's true.
E Boboko von Vunvun.
The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is old and sad.
Cantita duela bofo bobo duboko.
The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark, a facial scar to remember the past.
Tuloya voto Lola.
How Lupa Lupin somehow left you alive after his raid on the old village. He must have had a purpose with that. The question is, what?
Tika maperna. Ilia antuf.
There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Lupa Lupin did to your village, your Muma and Popsy, was the beginning of the end.
Pai gatawa kabobe farhi.
He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the present, to find your way back, but he's grateful you have.
Kuchai hifar befarbe.
It was after the attack that the unity fell apart. Your Muma's disciples divided and formed tribes as a reaction to the blight that had fallen upon the land.
Koibe okorfabe kabobe farhi.
The impending threat of the World Eaters bringing down the Tree of Life is ever so close. He also worries about the Jagni tribe that's actively working for a doomsday and purging of the world.
Yowotulua Miami.
Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have survived. He hopes you at least remember the tree.
Sit down and this is in the past.
Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Muma knows you are here. You're such a good child, so you probably did. Even the young forget. He understands why you came all the way out here, to see them, the potato people. The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree here, fueling its source of life. You might be right. Like potatoes, they're packed with energy, an excellent source of ki. The Nono prefer to hide in glitter grass. He says you should get over there and ruffle it. See if you can make one come out of hiding.
I think I know. jump out fast.
You found one. You should be proud. They don't come out for everyone. The Nono's key energy is just what the Pensai needs to complete its cycle and grow into a tree of life. Only time will tell. At least his intention is to dedicate his life to it. He has the feeling the fate of the world depends on it. You need to support the tree for a long time to come. The only way it'll grow tall is with the burst of ki released from the Nono as they become one with the tree. You'll need a net to catch the Nono, and he wants you to use his, but asks you to be gentle. The Nono are sensitive beings, an embodiment of ki, the primal energy.
Got me a net. Catch. Catch.
You handle that net like you've never done anything else. He's impressed. He's grateful for all the help he can get. There's lots of Nono out there that need to be guided to the roots of the Pensai tree. Oh, it'll need a continuous flux of ki over the 12 months to come, so countless, he'd say. One day, he hopes the tree will have grown tall enough to sustain the world. But today, your focus is getting this one to become one with the tree. Now that you've seen the Nono's connection with the tree with your own eyes, you have no reason to doubt. From this day on, he'll make nurturing the Pensai into a tree of life, a life goal, not only for our village's sake, but for all of us. everyone. One day, the land won't be as peaceful. Not even your Muma will be able to protect us. You can already see the effects from how reckless those before us acted, and unless something changes, we're doomed. The land won't survive the side effects of the old world's industrial advances. He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Muma comes looking for you. You did good here today. No, she's got lots on her mind and needs rest after the raid last night on the Lupin camp with her disciples. Wonders if they let the Predator family live or not. He lost you there for a while, but no memory is alone. It's part of a trail you can follow. He says he remembers every single day he devoted to growing the Tree of Life, but now he's afraid it might be in vain. The tree started to die when the end of days begun, and it wasn't long after that that the World Eaters arrived. The genetic evolution that occurred after the apocalypse that Toxinol Corporation inflicted on the land set the World Eater's DNA into overdrive. His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Noko has tamed the Midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Googlide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast. Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the World Eaters. There's one at the end of each route. The road ahead won't be easy, but he's counting on your support. His friends aren't strong enough to lead this on their own. He wants you to understand that you'll all die if the tree isn't saved. His friends have prepared something specific for each World Eater. The Mekton, the Octopod, the Majute, and the Googlide are almost ready to ride. Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters.
That. Not gonna take. You're probably on.
You're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb.
Not like that mine.
Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters.
Biomutant. Now you can. And you begin.
A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged. Let's see.
Signpost is fun. How to signpost. Nothing. That's signpost. Ah. Not this. Oh. I don't know how to unlock them.
Let's see. Must be the World Eater that chewed off Out-of-Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. The World Eaters have made their marks on our world over time. That's not the first nor the last village it'll leave in its wake. Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive. He's heard the stories about the terror inflicted by the World Eaters to other enclaves, but never expected one to come all the way here. He worries there won't be much left to save if this continues, even if the Tree of Life survives the attack. He doesn't know what your connection is to this place, but something tells him you've stayed true to your heart. Anyway, he needs help and says it's by your actions you'll be judged, not by your intentions. He's grateful for that. You still seem to have a spark of light in you.
a spark of light in you!
That's right. Smack that spark out before it starts.
You don't have to be so harsh. It's such a little spark.
Take it out now while it's small.
There's always another spark.
Okay, go.
There's Out of Date again. He must have missed something important.
Atu wama vunko vunturupo.
Out of Date says you will make a better stand against the World Eaters with the support of a tribe, and there are two nearby.
Atu wamawa
The Myriad tribe is likely to be a good match as they act on the understanding of the greater good and have a code of honor.
mpa wefo wewe mayami.
Regardless of who you choose, it won't be easy, as the conflict between the tribes is worse than ever, teetering on the brink of war. The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way.
The wata.
Out of Date says someone needs to break the stalemate and shift the balance of power to either Jagni's or Myriad's side.
Ugambon ang ugagad yebroma vufu. Luatolo mawa.
He believes the tribe's Sifus, Myriad especially, will listen to you and expects you to pay at least one of them a visit and play your part.
Ba lo yualo. Luatolo mawa.
He can sense you share Myriad's view on the world. The Myriad would embrace someone willing to fight against the tyranny of the Jagni.
Kujai hifar befarbe. Ugambon ang ugagad yebroma vufu.
Out of Date will be waiting for you beneath the Tree of Life if you lose track of what you need to do.
Ewe boboye.
Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters. Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be?
Just here, get it down.
It's unusual that natural tunnels like this still exist. Most of them got flooded. Critical. Knock 'em flat. Who needs a weapon? This area was beautiful before the tribe war began. Look at it now. It's a war zone. That might come in handy. That's the Myriad Tribe's fortress. Will they be friends or foe? You should head up there. That way you'll know.
I'm going.
Let's see. It's a beaten path to that door. If you go there, you'd better make an entrance. Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war. He let you in, but thinks you should be patient when it comes to the seafood.
Sibi? Lapanen aginkanman. Karatna faro hutut mustugai la wute.
The Myriad tribe act on understanding of the greater good and a code of honor. They believe uniting the tribes is the only way to restore the peace. The Sifu is convinced that defeating the World Eaters and saving the Tree of Life is the only way to make the world a better place. He welcomes you to the Myriad Fort and introduces himself as the tribe's Sifu. But he was hoping you'd show up. The news of a vigilante Ronin on crusade crossing the Great Wall through the crack in Bunker 101 has preceded you. He heard you took out-of-date side against the scavengers in Bunker 101. It seems you believe in helping your next, and that's something you have in common. He's convinced you've returned for a reason, and is glad you chose to come here. There's something about your spirit that sparks memories of you as a kidling. He can still sense you're kind-hearted. The Sifu says sometimes one memory can make another come to life. He hasn't thought about your Muma for ages, even though she taught him a lot. He was one of the original Wang Fu disciples. Your Muma invented Wang Fu. Originally it consisted of unarmed combat and the 6 weapons: the boomerang, the shuriken, the bow, the staff, the nunchuk, and the hook and chain. The Sifu says it's time to set the past aside, at least for now. Unrest is sweeping the land, and there are rivals in all directions. Myriad wants unity between the tribes. Their goal is understanding of the greater good and establishing a code of honor. If you believe there's some good in everyone, there's still hope for tomorrow. You'll unite the tribes and defeat the World Eaters to save the Tree of Life. He was hoping you'd join them. You understand that there's no harm in doing good to others. The Sifu was waiting for something to tip the balance in their favor, and with you by their side, he's confident you can unite the other tribes. The one you should coerce first is the Jagni tribe. The Myriad were placed here to fulfill a certain purpose, chosen to unite the tribes and take control of their destiny. The tribes need a firm hand guiding them into the future.
la wute. Guaremba. Gelen denken of what nea.
Their kin have run out of options and found themselves backed into a corner. Even those who desire peace have been forced to prepare for war.
Gelen denken of what nea.
You need to take the struggle to the enemy, or the enemy will bring it to you. When survival is threatened, there's no other option left but war. He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of.
Take control.
He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen.
Get out for the vasine habele.
You both have gentle minds, so they want to wage a gentle war. A war that bonds as much as it breaks.
Get out for the vasine habele. Kalo, garan woof at a mat game.
Tells you not to be afraid. Your fate cannot be taken from you. Claim the rival outposts and earn the right to wield the tribe weapon.
Garan woof at a mat game.
Once you've dealt with the rivals' outposts, you'll challenge their Sifu to unite their tribe with yours and let your kin share land again.
Sibi?
They passed the point of no return as their words lost power and see no other way forward than using violence to combat violence.
Sibi?
Seeing you brings back his memories of the old village.
Herin denken al vesse ane, about most.
Myriad wants unity between the tribes. Their goal is understanding of the greater good and establishing a code of honor.
Schleine for rotna mika. What?
He remembers your kind and unselfish soul and can sense you still have it in you, the will to do good.
Vale well, papa.
Anyway, the memories you make with your family are strong and can sometimes come to life. Passing the old village on your way to the first rival outpost might help.
That's on your way to the.
Porote nat roplach.
Even though it's now a different place from a different time, it is a place that'll make you remember.
Porote nat.
You have things to do, places to go to.
Powa para misa.
Says you'll see each other later.
What is this still? Let's see on the plane.
Shime's happy that the Myriad can count on a friend as bright as you. Says you should take it easy.
fast. That point. Hooked it up. If you have to complain. Uh, what? Because what you kill according to
Now that's respectable. Okay. You guys going. Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurred. It's starting to add up. Hack and slash. Wham!
See?
Time is lost on this place, but it evokes a tingling sensation. There's something special about it, drawing you closer. Reflexed. Let's see. As time passes, memories fade. And sometimes feelings change. It's not about who you were, it's about who you'll become. This story is far from over. Echoes of a long-lost past like whispers in the wind. Here's someone who takes each day as it comes. He asks how you are today. Then he wants you to know that if you find yourself going through bad times, you should just keep going. He wonders where you've been. He hopes you've been out at the lake, practicing your swimming technique. Learning to swim can be scary when you don't know what you're doing. But fortunately, he's here to give you a helping hand. He thinks you should really know how to swim by now. And he'll be honored.
That's how you say it, man. Crazy, throw me shit over like that? Guess what?
He says, that wasn't too bad, was it? Way to go. Don't let the sound of the waves drown out your spirit. But you need practice. Lots of practice. Great things usually happen to those who never stop trying. He hopes you'll be one of them. You just need more time in the surf. That's the only way you'll ever learn how to swim. You can never try too hard. Judging by your Muma's look, it seems you forgot something. You promised you'd train with her before the sun goes down. It's time to go. The dedication to training is important. You can't rely solely on the fact that Wang Fu is in your blood. You should know, practice makes perfect. As long as it doesn't kill you, it'll only make you stronger. She'll see you at the village square. She'll be waiting for you. There will be a surprise for you at the end, too.
Train with your mama.
Here's another familiar face with lots on his mind. Asks how you're feeling today. Being nice comes easy for him. That doesn't make it less important. He was hoping you could help him pick up some scrap for a thingamajig he's working on. He thinks you're truly a kidling of your environment. You should look for things that are recyclable. It shouldn't take you too long to find some. He wonders what usefulness you found. He says whatever it is, it shouldn't be left lying around on the ground. He can work wonders with almost anything and asks if you know how to upcycle. That's the spirit. You can't make a difference unless you get your hands dirty.
Oh my god, come on. The action already.
He'd love to teach you to upcycle, and the scrap you found would be a good start.
Okay. I think it's
You did well, but he can't help but wonder why you decided to craft a weapon. He believes being considerate will help you feel at peace with yourself. He understands, but hopes you won't be needing it anytime soon. He thinks mastering the 6 weapon styles of Wang Fu is more than enough for anyone. He's looking forward to seeing what you'll make next. It seems you have a talent for this. It looks like she's starting to lose her patience. You know she doesn't like waiting for you. She wants to see you on the village square right away. Then you've got a good excuse. You share a responsibility to prevent hardship on nature and the environment. It's your future. She wants you to grow up and start thinking for yourself. You really need to find yourself before she's gone.
Pialtuma Antoro.
That's all she's ever asked of you, that you'll try and give it your best. You can't do more than that.
Pialtuma Kalino?
You've always followed your own path, but this time she needs you to follow her.
Pentnampusa. Pialtuma.
Then start by meeting her on the village square and take it from there. She knows you're a free spirit, always on the move, like the wind. They look determined. Better watch out. He asks you to stop right there and wonders where you think you're going.
Di feresit.
He says that it's not too late for you to turn back, though. There's no way they'll let you pass. He wants to know who you think you are. You'll have to face pain at some point. He offers to help you get it over with.
Get beat.
Andro?
She asks if you're hurt. What happened?
Asadurutu. Kialdoma lekanarotono.
If confidence is silent and insecurity is loud, she thinks you're absolutely right.
Asadurutu.
The most important thing is that you're okay.
Kanamunta.
It's time to focus on your training now.
Can't see Brumble Marsamambunundun.
She said it before. Wang Fu will keep your body in good health, and that's how you keep your mind strong and clear.
Bully. Kick that.
Here's someone close to heart, doing what he does best. Seeing you always puts a smile on your Popsy's face. He wants to know how you're feeling. Training with Muma will make you feel better. It always does. He asks if you could help him too before you leave for training. He wishes that was true for your Muma too, but guiding the village into the future and teaching Wang Fu to her disciples seems more important for every day. He said he's curious to see what you found. He says whatever it is, it shouldn't be left forgotten at the bottom of a pile of recyclables. He can work wonders with pretty much anything and asks if you know how to upcycle. Thinks some are and some aren't. One thing's for sure though, your Muma thinks it all takes up too much space in the house. He says it's about time you learned how and offers to teach you, starting with the scrap you found.
Alright. Crafting.
The style might be too edgy for his taste, but it looks sharp on you.
Sigaya lama yaba.
Agrees. At least that way it'll never go out of style.
Tropalo.
Your Muma says it's about time you got here.
Anson bara. Minalagi mamuri.
Wants you to understand that you can do anything if you work really hard.
Anson bara. Yo no massa man barut.
She says she is eager to get started. You don't have much time left before the sun goes down.
Beri. Inadab sunka.
But there's enough time left for repetition, and you need it. Training dummies don't hit back.
Kanonu.
Wants you to prove that with some practice first.
Masan mal.
Your Muma says you did well today. She's so proud of you.
Masan mal.
That's all she's ever asked of you.
Kalino. Asil natu.
Been working on a present for you, with the help of Gizmo and Wiz.
Taifanamenuma. Ferena masalapu.
You should go see him and find out what it is. You've deserved it.
Taifanamenuma.
That's why you should be sure to thank him for it. Catchy.
Mustiki muhka.
Your Muma says she's never seen an apparatus as green as this little thing. It's wonderful.
Pendrine senama.
Figuring that out is half the fun.
Dere puri kumbala mua.
A piece of Scraptronics like this has built-in old-world tech that makes it a potent communication device.
Apli tonomuta.
It's called an automaton, and it's hardwired to your DNA. It'll follow wherever you go and see whatever you see.
Dere.
Says it's not a record keeper, more like a companion.
Beri.
Your Muma says you look tired. No wonder. It's been a long day.
Ariaroche nui numera.
Says a good rest makes you ready for tomorrow. Rest and you'll find strength for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Nothing could stop Lupin from setting the world on fire.
Antoro. Kensi. Kamanu.
Your Muma urges you to blaze a trail. A burnt kidling will learn to dread fire. That's just adding fuel to the flames. Give it a last burst and you'll make it.
Taifanamenuma.
Your Muma says this is it. The time has come. She must fight Lupin. This time there's no escape. She can hear him coming.
Masana yote.
He wants to destroy her. The time to fight is coming whether she's ready for it or not.
Masana narote. Pial tu ma.
Whatever happens, you need to know she loves you. And everything she's done has been to protect you, your Popsy, and those she was chosen to lead.
Narolote.
She tells you to stay back. This is her fight. It has nothing to do with you. History has finally caught up with her.
Amora ka babong. Minalagi mamuru.
She loves how brave you are, but she can't be worrying about you while she fights. This is her fight. Here it comes. The past coming to haunt the present. You must go through fire and water to make it out of here. Your Numa says you can make it if you believe in it. Where she goes, you go. Blood is thicker than water. You're in deep surf. Don't make waves. The surf goes where it wants to go. It'll take you to the shore as long as you go with the flow.
More! More!
Death is not to be feared by one who has lived life with a pure heart. A part of her will live on in you. The creature is hungry for more. Nothing is going to stand in its way now. If a sacrifice is made for someone else, it's not lost, but passed on to the next. Life must go on. Real sacrifice comes from love and necessity when all other options are exhausted. The ultimate test of conscience is the willingness to give up anything to save what you truly care about. What you do for yourself dies with you. What you do for your kin remains and makes you immortal in their memory. As the moment fades and is lost, the only thing that remains is loneliness. It doesn't mean you'll forget your past. It simply means you need to move on. Looks snug.
Damn. Okay, some pieces.
What will you make today? It's going to cause a catastrophe. Perfect pantsies.
Basically, I ain't got shit. Slipping them.
The tribe's caught a fluffy hulk. Better watch out, it's no pet. They couldn't keep it down. Fluff hulk's on the loose. You're absolutely brave. You're injured. Ready to dive back in. Chop chop! You gave them no choice but to take it down, even though they'd planned to take the Fluff Hulk out to the Farfnacky leaves and let it go.
Tosate, temeso, adjudepotano.
They've received news a Ronin had strengthened their ranks and were looking forward to meeting you.
Chukamedro de Aucha.
A group of myriad crusaders already headed out to Jagni's Mercadorpus outpost and are waiting for you there.
Vekuya yak yapakyu.
You should hurry there and help them best the outpost.
Vekuya yak yapakyu.
Not really. It's west of Bricktown. You can spot Gizmo's chug yard from the hill it resides on. Look, an emergency box from the old days, when you needed to pack a punch to survive. Wow, bet that nut makes a tight fist. Tunnels like this still carry echoes from the past. Can you hear it? Good hit. You should be able to use that. That notice board, filled with the leftovers of used-to-be wants. You're getting close to one of those old Toxanol brick towns. Pay attention. The Toxanol Corporation made this place, and then just threw it away when they were done with it. Toxanol never cared about the waste, as long as they didn't have to pay to clean it up. There must be a track somewhere in this brick town. Just hope it's not buried.
Oh, yeah.
Is that a ray of hope? A flush stool. Seems like the tighteners on the piping need to be unturned correctly to drain the flush stool. Just a few moves left. Make them count. That's what you could call a wet disaster. You need to unturn. That's what you could call a wet disaster. You need to unturn the pipe tighteners to drain the flush stool. That's what you could... You need to unturn the pipe tighteners to drain the flush stool. That's what you could call a wet disaster. You need to unturn the pipe tighteners to drain the flush stool. what you could call a wet disaster. Can't be too many days like this left at the rate you need to unturn the pipe tightness to drain the flush stool. That's what you could call a wet disaster. You need to unturn the pipe tightness to drain the flush stool. That's what you could call a wet disaster. You need to unturn the pipe tightness to drain the flush stool.
Got it.
That's the kind of trouble you really want to wash away. This corner of the world is called Bricktown.
Looking for Bricktown. The gadget.
The daytime makes it harder for things to sneak up on you. Now you're styling. You found the track! Amazing it wasn't destroyed. So much of this place was just discarded. Lucky the track somehow made it. No, it was never nice. It was new once, but that's not nearly the same thing. Just being new never lasts. The tracks moved on from Bricktown, and you should too.
We did that. That was the side mission.
A perfect fit. Yeah. The future is in your hands, so take care of it. You found the whereabouts, the deepest, darkest forest in the land, sometimes hard to see for all the trees.
Yeah. Gonna spawn and everything.
That's a Jagni tribe outpost. Things are happening. It's not just anyone that's awake and moving. The deep cut. Chop it up. Carving it up.
Yokon kol mane. Libuna limana.
Says it's time to set the outpost free. Inflict as little damage as possible as you make your way through to the rival captain.
Libuma limana. Because libu muyula li.
Clarifies that rigging the odds in your favor in preparation of the takeover is one thing, but collateral damage is another. Here's the first line of defense. That's a bomb lobber. Back in the spot, wrecked it.
Shit. Shit. Got it.
That
To
whirly
hit it back.
works that drain pipe.
No, I'm green. No, nothing. Crap.
Spin the twirly wheel and open that drain.
Oh shit.
Just a few moves left. Make them count. Everything's clocking together. That cage is holding a helper.
Not bad.
Got nothing to lose. Keep going. They never lost hope you'd come, but weren't sure if they'd last long enough to see it. Says the tribe's been hard on them. Wants revenge on those who caged them, but trust you'll take care of it.
Oh
A sharpshooter. The scaffolding looks unstable. Here's the second line of defense. Better stay clear of the red ray. Red means danger.
Yeah. This? I think that's it. Really, what's going on?
Timber. Bet a big bump will bring it down. Switched off the light. A barrel shoot. Smack it to get a barrel out of it. Then hit it toward the gate and blast it. That looks exploding. Shoot it and watch it blow. Not too close, though. It's complicated. Give it another try. Kaboom! You're in. Almost there. The outpost belongs to your tribe now.
Wait. That is all to the outpost.
He says you made them weaker, but they won't give up. Your Sifu thanks you. Your tribe is growing stronger.
Alright. Shut up, Ben. So, this guy, blah blah blah. That's it. Like the video, please like, share, subscribe, maybe affiliate some game. Shapiro, come here.
Lapo.
Try weapon. Let's try pass. You acquire its weapon, helping acquire its weapon. No, I like try.
Ala Van Grief.
Says you did a great job capturing the outpost. You've earned the privilege of carrying the tribe's weapon.
Porote Nat.
Figures the honor belongs to the tribe, too. Outerdate says he's doing his best to keep up, but from what he can tell, it seems you're making progress with the tribe conflict.
Ya lawa wat nawa. Kan tita dwella bofo.
He had a feeling you'd get along with the Myriad tribe, but it remains to be seen what the future holds for your alliance.
Ya moluwu vando. Ya lawa wat nawa.
You seem to share the same values as the Myriad tribe. You both have the same optimistic outlook on life. At least, for now.
Evun kutu buvum maoto liawahu.
But Out-of-Date emphasizes that solving the tribe conflict won't matter unless you help make a stand against the World Eaters. That doesn't sound good. Out-of-Date's forebodings are justified. The jumbo puff needs to be taken care of.
Ya moluwu vando. Kabobe farhi.
He says the time has come to confront the jumbo puff at the end of the west route.
Mopu far kobi.
Gizmo is working on making his Mekton strong enough to endure
man,
the
your
oxygen-deprived
freaking dialogue is
dead
damn
zone
long.
all the way out to the world.
Fofo umba bagwa papabu.
You should get over there and see what you can do to help.
That is all for today, guys. If you like the video, please give it a like, share, subscribe, tap to see my game. Alright, that's all for today, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for my maybe in the future. Till then, thank you for watching. See you then. I have